What happens when words spoken in fury a decade ago collide with newly released federal files, police scrutiny, and a settlement that never truly settled public doubt? In 2015, Sarah Ferguson went on American television and dismissed Virginia Giuffre's allegations against Prince Andrew as salacious lies. Today, after the latest release of U.S. Department of Justice documents connected to Jeffrey Epstein, those remarks are being replayed with renewed intensity, and fresh questions are being asked about what was known, what was denied, and what may still lie ahead. If you're fascinated by the untold stories of the British royal family, the decisions that shape the monarchy, and the complex dynamics behind the crown, then you absolutely need to be subscribed to Crown Desk. Hit that subscribe button now, because we're uncovering insights you won't find anywhere else. Let's dive in. To understand why this moment matters, we have to return to January 2015. Appearing on the Meredith Lira show, Sarah Ferguson, then 55, reacted publicly to court filings in which Virginia Giuffre alleged she had been trafficked as a teenager by Jeffrey Epstein and forced to have sex with Prince Andrew. Ferguson said she did not understand how people can make salacious lies up and described feeling total fury. Contemporary reporting from outlets such as The Telegraph documented her remarks at the time. Buckingham Palace would later issue a formal statement in December 2019 emphatically denying that Andrew had any sexual contact or relationship with Giuffre. Prince Andrew himself would go on to give a now infamous interview to BBC Newsnight in November 2019, denying the allegations and claiming he had no recollection of meeting Giuffre. That interview, widely covered by international media, including ABC News, marked a turn point. Public reaction was swift, and within days Andrew stepped back from public duties. The palace's position remained firm: denial of wrongdoing. But the legal battle did not disappear. In February 2022, Andrew reached an out-of-court settlement with Giuffre in her civil lawsuit in the United States. Crucially, the settlement contained no admission of liability, a detail consistently emphasized in coverage of the case. Yet the optics of a reported multi-million-dollar settlement, widely described in the press as approximately $12 million, though exact terms were not officially disclosed, continued to fuel debate about why such a payment would be made if the allegations were categorically false. Legally, settlements are risk management tools. They are not confessions. Publicly, however, they rarely silence suspicion. The story has now been reignited by the large-scale publication of additional materials by the U.S. Department of Justice under what has been described as the Epstein Files release in early 2026. According to the DOJ, millions of pages and related materials were made public as part of compliance with transparency legislation. Among the documents cited by major outlets such as People magazine are unredacted emails in which Epstein did not dispute a journalist's assertion that Andrew had consensual sex with Giuffre. That detail does not constitute proof of wrongdoing. It does, however, complicate the narrative and adds another layer of scrutiny. Meanwhile, UK police forces have confirmed they are assessing claims connected to the newly released materials. Reports from the Associated Press and Sky News indicate coordination among law enforcement bodies to determine whether any further investigation is warranted. At the same time, Buckingham Palace has publicly stated that King Charles III is prepared to support police if contacted, signaling an awareness of the seriousness of the moment. Virginia Giuffre's death in April 2025, widely reported as suicide, adds a tragic dimension to the unfolding narrative. Her allegations were never tested in a full civil trial due to the 2022 settlement, and Andrew has consistently denied wrongdoing. That legal ambiguity, settlement without admission, denial without courtroom cross-examination, remains at the heart of the public debate.
Complicating matters further are emails involving Sarah Ferguson and Jeffrey Epstein that have surfaced in previous document releases. Some correspondence, reported by international outlets, shows Ferguson appealing to Epstein for financial assistance during periods of personal debt. These communications do not establish criminal wrongdoing, but they raise uncomfortable questions of judgment and proximity, particularly given Epstein's 2008 conviction for soliciting prostitution from a minor. The possible consequences now extend beyond reputational damage. Legal experts quoted in various reports suggest that, in theory, further investigation could explore whether any new evidence meets the threshold for criminal inquiry. That remains speculative. As of now, there are no new charges against Andrew, and he continues to deny all allegations of sexual misconduct. What is undeniable is the institutional impact. In October 2025, Buckingham Palace announced a formal process regarding Andrew's remaining titles and honours, a move summarised in briefings by the UK House of Commons Library. Combined with his earlier withdrawal from public duties, it reflects a monarchy attempting to contain fallout while maintaining procedural distance from unresolved allegations. The deeper question is whether the latest document releases materially change the legal landscape or simply reinforce narratives that have been circulating for years. Are we witnessing the reopening of a chapter many believed had closed in 2022, or are these revelations amplifying scrutiny without fundamentally altering the evidentiary picture? One thing is certain: words spoken in 2015 are echoing in 2026 with renewed force. In a monarchy built on continuity and legacy, time does not always dull controversy. Sometimes it sharpens it.